Well, actually, the talk for your New Year, or Chinese New Year, has already begun day before yesterday, on Friday, and but not all of you over here, and also now the state of mind is different from 2 nights ago. So let me see what I have in store now for you. And here's the message for. Can you remember the message I gave you on Friday night? Those of you who were here on Friday night, what was that? Very good. Grow old with wisdom. And because as we celebrate year after year, we are celebrating our aging process. We are growing old year after year. And some grow old with vanity. They become very proud. And because, you see, I am old now. And some grow old with backache and headache, stomach ache, and all kinds of aches. Some grow old and after acquiring a lot of knowledge, have a lot of knowledge in their minds. They know many things now. But not many people grow old with wisdom. To grow old with wisdom means to have that understanding of life, of the nature of life, and also the understanding of the nature of the world around us. So you can understand to what extent you have developed, to what extent you have developed your wisdom by addressing yourself and seeing how much you understand yourself and how much you understand the world around you. There are so many things really to learn, but wisdom is something that is quite different from the information, the kind of knowledge that we gain from books. Quite different from the knowledge that we gain from all the teachings. Wisdom is that particular knowledge that enables us to overcome problems, to overcome conflicts, to overcome sufferings and all forms of unsatisfactoriness. Today, many people, having gone to schools, secondary, tertiary institutes, passing out with various degrees, BA, MA, BSc, MSc, PhD, D.Litt, MAD. Some who don't get all that, they become MAD. And some, after getting all that, also become MAD. Because they cling to all the knowledge. And they think they know so many things. They become very proud, very vain. You can see how they walk. Different. I think some of you who have been working in offices, you know, when you have a new staff coming in, and just by the sound of the footstep, you know that fellow must have got some, And the way they dress also, a show, see? But wisdom is something different. Because the more you understand yourself, the more you begin to see all the weaknesses of course there are also the good points. You can see others also, and the more humble you become, the more humble you become. Humility, reverence, and a very great thing is the virtue of being able to amend oneself. In other words, being able to correct one's ways. Many of the things that we study in schools, in colleges and universities, they do not transform our life. They only help us to understand certain things and how to do our work and to get a profession. But they are not able to transform our life. But the Dhamma, when wisdom grows, we see how our life changes. From the many desires, the very ambitious schemes that we have, from the many dreams and imaginations and fancies, as well as fantasies that we have in our mind, we begin slowly to come down to realities, to begin to become more and more contented with what we have with us. So, the mark of wisdom, the characteristic of wisdom, is one of calmness, one of calmness and peace within oneself. Equanimity. I spoke about equanimity. What is this equanimity? What is this balanced mind? This balanced mind is that mind which is not affected by the worldly phenomena. What are the worldly phenomena? Remember? Profit, loss, praise, blame, fame, ill same. Sorrow, happiness. Only 8 things. You remember fat, all the luck. You see this. Actually, if you contemplate this again and again, you will have real good luck. Because how does luck come in? Because when you have calmness, you have concentration, you have wisdom, you can understand yourself, can understand others, then you can have harmony. When the place where you work, the place where you live, your home, when there is peace, there is good vibration, good vibes, then all the good fortune will come in. So, peace, harmony is very important. But when you have a lot of trouble in the mind, a lot of worries, a lot of dissatisfaction, a lot of grudge in the mind, suspicion, fear, envy, jealousies in the mind. All these tend to spoil. And whatever you think, remember, now while you are sitting down, your mind, there are vibrations within you. The body vibrates for what you have eaten in the morning. Food is being digested. There is movement in the body as you breathe in and breathe out also. Whatever you think in your mind, it sends out what you call. Today, people understand this as brain waves. You know brain waves? And they have measured the length of the brain waves or the pattern of brain waves. So they have called the brain waves what? Are you up to date to this? And they have called this alpha brain waves, delta brain waves, theta brain waves, and so on. What is this alpha waves? You see, alpha training. What is this alpha brain waves? When your mind becomes calm and concentrated and gets into absorption, then the brain pattern, the wave pattern, become more stabilized, and you can see, the pattern, it does not like that, a lot of disturbances. I remember when I was traveling with my lay teacher before I was ordained. We were in Houston University in the United States, in Texas. And there was this psychologist. And he was working on brain patterns, brain waves, and to see the effect of meditation on brain waves. So my teacher became, the lay teacher became one of his subjects. He agreed to allow him to put all the electrodes. They bury the electrodes at certain parts of their head region. And then they attach to. That is called the EEG, isn't it? And then can see, just like your heart waves, the heart encephalograph. So can see the pattern. So while he is sitting down there, he cannot hide anything because can see. Of course, you do not know what kind of thoughts it is, what the real thoughts are, but you can see the nature of the thoughts. If the thoughts are of peaceful nature, calm, when the mind is calm and peaceful, then the vibrations becomes very uniform. The peak, the trough becomes very uniform. So put him and experiment starts. So he sat down and then can see how brain pattern. I was watching outside. I was in the lab outside. He was in the room. And then I saw how brain pattern. After about 10 minutes, can see, become very regular. The pattern of the vibration becomes very regular. Then half an hour. Then after that, suddenly there are up and downs. Very close patterns, but up and down. Then the psychologist, he knows that something is wrong. No? So he asked him, over the phone he asked, "Are you comfortable there?" Teacher said, "Yes." And no. But when he looked at it again, see the graph, some more. A lot of, He asked again, "Are you quite comfortable there?" He says, "Yes." And then again he says, cannot be. He goes in and sits. Then ask him. And because that morning I forgot about this appointment. So during breakfast, I gave him a lot of soup. So he drank too much. So he did not want to say, but later on he blamed and he says, you have done the trick. He says, when there is too much water, after a little while you get a tight bladder. Then you control. He tries to control. He thinks, can control. Cannot. This is something that you cannot control. Much as you try, and we can find out. This is once the mind is disturbed, can see the disturbance in the graph, on the graph. No? So from that, but that is sufficient. The half an hour sitting is sufficient to see. And then that psychologist showed, see, this is your graph. We compare it. A Zen master came and said like that. This yogi said like that. And you sit like this. Can compare how fast they get into their calmness and how fast they get into that state of mind. So this is something very real which can be tested nowadays. Your thought, the vibrations. So when you vibrate, when you send out your thoughts, then you can purify the environment. You can also pollute the environment. There are enough pollutants, but more dangerous pollutants are the mental pollutants. Some of you, when you enter the house that you are visiting, either your relative's house or friend's house, when they have just had a quarrel and they have gone upstairs and in the rooms and hide themselves, quickly they open the door and then they run away. Hey, you look inside. And if your mind is calm enough, receptive enough, you can sense. Look and see. Sometimes they may open the door and show you a big smile, but you can sense that there is something wrong somewhere. Have you got this experience? And when there is tension, you can feel the tension there. So, because when there is tension, then naturally the person who is there, if that mind is not strong, also become agitated, isn't it? When you see, when you see somebody quarreling there, you sit down, you are also, you are also a bit restless. Unless your mind is very well trained, you can remain, you can have that equanimity. Otherwise, your mind will be disturbed. When your mind is disturbed, can you think properly? Can you reason out properly? Can you calculate properly? Oh, always you misjudge. And your calculation go wrong. And you give wrong quotations. See, you lose a lot of money. And so, the calm mind. That is why we have this practice of installing the shrines in the home. And some people take Buddha images and other Buddhist images just as ornaments for show. And they have very many ones. This very antique one, this one. When people come, they explain that. But it is very useful to have one place, somewhere in the house, where you can go again and again to that place and sit in calm down your mind again and again. Very important. So, have to design your house. Of course, in many cases they put in the hall. But in the the hall are used by so many people. So it's good to have a small room, at least a small room somewhere, that you can do your religious practice. You can do a little bit of chanting in the morning. And then calm down your mind for a little while. And when your mind is calm, open your eyes and also maintain the calmness. Then start your day's work like that. But you find that very soon as you get out, walk out from the home, walk out from the house, wait for the bars, so the bars. Sometimes the bars half full and look at you, just pass, oh, you get very angry. See how the mind becomes disturbed. As soon as you see the disturbance in the mind, calm down again in the mind. Never mind, wait another bars like this. Or when you drive, then you see somebody passing you, or the front one goes very slow, a red light or green light also he doesn't go, oh, you get so upset, calm down the mind. No point to scold a person. Some people start scolding and use all the bad words they know of, Sometimes when we sit also we can hear, and but they scold, the other party cannot hear. Some really open the windscreen and shout, or they show their hands, show their signs. You only agitate the other person. You agitate yourself. You cannot disturb others without disturbing yourself. You cannot harm others without harming yourself. Right or not? You cannot make another person angry without making yourself angry. Can? So, when we think like this, is it worth to disturb others? No. You know that incident of the small boy who got his clothes dirty when he went to school, his friend. On a rainy day, the friend threw mud at him. Then he keeps this in his mind, says, I take revenge. Next time when I see him, I dirty him. Then he could not wait, no rain. So he saw the boy passing around on the field and he saw the cow dung there. Immediately he says, watch, take, and then throw. Ooh, you become very happy. And now, his clothes are all dirty, very happy, laugh, and then he runs and he look at his hand. Who is being soiled first? There you are. In order to harm others, in order to pollute others, dirty others, you dirty yourself first. But these things are going on every day. Every day we talk bad about others. Isn't it? Husband complain about wife. Go outside and blank, tell all the friends. Wife, go outside. And tell everybody, my husband rotten fellow and things like that. And this is what you call taking the fire from inside to outside, and sometimes taking the fire outside to inside. What is this fire? When there are some unpleasant experiences at home, arguments, and you should not be so generous. We teach about dana, but don't be so generous to spread, to give people ill repute. And so you talk about others. Oh, you see, this is the only way I can release my steam, you say. Otherwise, you get sick, you think. But remember, as you develop this habit again and again, and there are certain things, when you talk bad about your own members of the family, talk everybody, there are some people that you can tell. I know when I was small boy, my mother used to complain about me. Every week she will go and see. Sometimes, lapse of 1 week, the following week will go to see her father, my grandfather, and complain. Oh, he's like that, no. And then, and when I come to greet my grandfather, come. Oh, very close to him, First he gives some sweet, very happy. Then after that, he says, see, you like this. Then, see, of course I know who told him, no? But like this I have gone. Because I was very impatient before. Very impatient. And always hungry. Always hungry. And when the food does not come in time, oh, very angry. Very impatient. And so again and again, the grandfather advised me and tell me, patience is the mother of all virtues. See, I remember now very clearly. Patience is the mother of all virtues. But what does this mean? Now, when I understand that the word patience, in Buddhism we have one word. Close to this word patient. What is it? Anybody knows? Kanti. You know Kanti? In English, we translate this word Kanti into patience. But the word patience, the word Kanti means more than patience. What do you mean by patience? That means you can control. Very often people, you get this idea, you're patient, that means you can control your temper. Is that right? But the word Kanti here means more than that. Kanti means you can endure. Patience, endurance. Not only endurance, but also forbearance. Ability to forgive others for what they have done. If they have done anything wrong, if they have been rude to you, if they have been disrespectful to you, you can forgive them. You can forget. Also, endure. Endure what? Endure hardships. Endure hardship. Endure sufferings. Without despair, without giving up hope. That is endurance. That is khanti. So, the word patience are related to all these. So, when times are bad, difficult times, we have to work very patiently. We have to be able to endure the hardships. But in the process of enduring, we can learn. We can learn how to endure things. That is why, from time to time, we train ourselves to endure hardship. That is why we have this practice of observing of precepts from time to time. Full moon and new moon, people come to observe precepts. When they observe precepts, they skip one meal. And they wear simple clothes. No make-up. And then they give up the luxuries of their homes. At home, anything you want, you are your master. Come to temple, oh, very difficult. One day cannot get. And where, sleep, where to sleep? Oh, simple mat. Endure these things. See whether you can endure this hardship. But you know, when you come voluntarily only for one day, 24 hours, some people only 12 hours only. If you can endure for one day, this is how you train your mind. This training is very useful because in times of hardship, you know that you are able to maintain the calmness, you are able to maintain the contentment. You have heard this saying very often. People say, when we live, we better eat. Because when we grow old, we cannot eat. When we die, we cannot eat already. Who told you when you die you cannot eat? You know, they people also eat things, you know. They eat some other things. Their food is some other things. And also, if they are reborn as human beings, again they start eating. Right? That is why some small ones, they are very fussy over the food. Because they carry on the habit, the past habit patterns. You know? So don't think you stop eating when you die. And this eating habit, you know, you have a lot of food, New Year, a lot of cakes and this and that, and then you will be looking for, oh, where is this food? Last year you have like this year where? Then your friend say, this year, you know, no business this year, so we give you this, no, simple one. And So be careful. Hmm? Sometimes when you ask people questions like that, you can embarrass them. You can make them feel very bad. So learn how to accept things, what you receive, and then content with that. No? Food. Whatever food that you take in, remember that this food, whatever you take, that is what you become actually. And our body is sustained by the food that we take in. Our mind is sustained. The health of our mind is sustained by the thoughts that we cherish. So we need to have balance. Not only food for the body, but also food for the mind. Food for the mind. What are the food for the mind? Those are the food that when you come early in the morning, you start paying your homage to the Buddha, and you recite those words. First thing that arises in your mind is reverence, homage to the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. When these thoughts of reverence arise in your mind, they are good thoughts. And if you go through the Buddhist recitals, what you have gone through this morning, you'll find this is how an understanding Buddhist will conduct his prayers. Many people think when praying have to ask for something. If you don't ask for something, then that's not prayer. No. The understanding of prayers in Buddhism is first of all to do some good things, do some meritorious actions. Like what? Puja means offering reverential offering. That is why there is this traditional offering of flowers, offering of incense, offering of water or medicinal drinks or something. Offering it reverentially. You know, some people, when they are by themselves, if they live alone, they are very lazy to cook for themselves. You know that? Those people who fled and come to, they are very lazy to look after themselves. But if they have somebody to look after, then they will work, they will cook. So I advise these people, in that case, every day cook for the Buddha. Then you think, oh yes, then you cook, then you give something, then you can eat the rest. So, in that manner, you learn. When you have these good thoughts in your mind, the mind becomes calm. And then you sit and you recite the great virtues of the Buddha. Itipiso bhagavarahang samma sambuddho, and so on. After taking the 5 precepts. Now all these strengthens your mind, but you should take the 5 precepts or renew the 5 precepts mindfully, with awareness. When you say panatipata veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami, in your mind you should think, I shall abstain from killing. So don't purposely go and kill things. And so some people ask, how can we don't kill? New Year already, everybody want to eat chicken. Oh, see this time, now is the time where the chicken and the pigs are very happy. Because the farmers give a lot of food to them, make them fat, and very plump. See the nature of happiness. Oh, they are very happy. And then, next week, very sad. Then they have to squeal and, waiting for their turn. Can you imagine? Can you imagine now we close all the door and say, we are going to make human barbecue. And one by one, line up. Oh. And somebody have big param to chop hand and this one is, what is this, wing. And this one got a lot of flesh here. Oh. And some of you will say, wait, my parents outside, You can call them in and say, oh, what about my brothers and sisters and other members of the family? Oh, no. Oh, what will you do if you can just think what you do? This is what happens. This is how human beings enjoy the New Year. This is what we do at the expense of other beings. When I gave some thought about these things, that how all these animals also have their own brothers and sisters. They have their father, they have their mother, they have their brothers and sisters. Therefore, how would we feel when we are separated in this manner? Pulling the hands apart, limbs apart, and say, oh, this is very good, this is the, I do not know what part they call this one, this is the groin layer, this is this one, and this one, every part. This is how we enjoy. Anyway, it is difficult. I know, very difficult to enjoy without these things. But when we observe this precept, you can make a stand that you do not involve directly in killing, don't directly kill. Because sometimes the vegetarian, there are dried fish. They have dried fish because, you see, there's no life there. And sometimes they take fish because they say, the fish come out from the water, die already. No need to kill. Well, there is something in this that they do not want to be directly involved in killing, do not want to spend time. So, as far as possible, we try to reduce, if we understand, we try to reduce the killing directly. But if still you need to help others, you need to make others happy, then you can buy ready-made ones to avoid the direct killing. I see. So that's the first important thing to think about killing. You see. Second one is stealing. When you take this precept of abstaining from stealing, taking what is not given to you. This is the time where you think of what to give to people, This is the time where you think of what to give to people, huh? Some people, they are very generous to give other people's things, not their own. Huh? They will take from some others and give. That's nice. Very generous. When you give, the real giving is what you have righteously earned. Righteously earned. Then you give that. And this is the practice. The practice of giving, dana. You have opportunity to practice now, to give. Share what you have others. Yesterday I spoke about how you can make friends. If you don't have friends, then you can make friends. How to make friends? You know how to make friends? See how many of you here, of all of those of you who are here who come again and again, do you know one another? How many of you know 10 people here in the crowd? Do you know one another? You come, look, and then go back. How many friends have you? Now, to make friends, one thing, first principle, what is that? How do you make friends? Do you know the art of making friends? What is that? First thing. Some people say practice metta. It is true. Metta is actually the practice. When you practice metta, then you have the true friendship. But how do you practice metta? Not only by thinking, oh, all beings be well and happy like that, and then, but when you learn how to give, how to share what you have with others, share the delicacies with others. You know what delicacies you have, what you like to eat? Can you share that with others? If you can share that with others, with your brothers and sisters, with your friends, with your relatives, then this is how you make friends. If you tell others, after this, please come to my house and we will have dinner tonight, or we will have. Now when you invite somebody to eat, then naturally they become friends to you. Naturally, this is how you gain friendship. So you can pick from here, you can pick and choose, never mind. Some people, then this is how. Exchange, go to one place. This is the time where you move around, you have excuse. Other time you have no excuse. But many people say, oh, New Year, stay at home, sleep, and eat and sleep. Well, it is important to have friends. Of course, learn to have good friends. Important to have good friends. Good friends. So when you mix around like this, and all have certain similar goals, have the love for Dhamma, then when you befriend one another, then you can share your experiences in the Dhamma. So, can make friends by what? generosity, liberality, hospitality. And not only lip service, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, and then, inside. So, they say Happy New Year, but what do they do? Some celebrate New Year by drinking. And before the day is over, they are already drunk or tipsy, cannot talk, cannot walk properly, and then they vomit out. Wonderful happiness they have. Some celebrate New Year with the traditional gambling. This season you see how people celebrate traditional gambling. They have their own kakis there and they go on playing. Pong, kong and this and that, and then in some traditional family they have the chiki, and then they lose the money. They feel happy. The person who wins, you think he's happy? He happy for the time being, he's happy. And then he look at the other faces, they're all very angry with him. So he feels, before, when I play these things, and I have the experience of winning. But when I look at people, how they look at me, I feel like giving up all of it again. So I go out and go and buy Petiao and all these things, skid share. Okay, nice. Happy already, they are happy already, okay. That is what you get. When you win, what do you get? You get hate. People hate you. Right or not? Because somebody has to lose. Somebody has to lose. So think of this. Reflect on these things. You want prosperity. But what are you have to understand, what are the channels by which all your wealth are drained away? By gambling, by indulging in intoxicants, losing control of your mind. When you lose control of your mind again and again, then one day, from birth to birth, when you continue this habit, then you will be born not able to control your mind. This is the result of that way of life. This is the karma. Then, to have good friends, to avoid bad company. So substitute those very materialistic friends with those more religious friends. Then, if you are in the habit of loitering in the streets, wasting your time, try to break that habit, because it's very dangerous. Because when you go out at unseemly hours of the night, you are not protected. Your family not protected. Your property is not protected. Then avoid the habits of idling. What is this idling? Where you have nothing to do. Idle mind is the devil's workshop. You say, well, you know, I am retrenched, no job, so what to do? If you have nothing to do, always can come to temple to do something. There are always many things that you can do. You know what people do when they come to temple? They dirty the temple. And then in the morning when the monks go out, the monks have to clean up all these things. See? So you can keep the temple clean by cleaning temple. You have something to do. And there are many, many things. Well, if you have no job, then good opportunity to take this leave to develop, learn something. You can come to read, to learn chanting, to practice meditation, and strengthen the mind. After a few days, after a few months, then strong enough. Okay, now I go out. So many things can be done. Not to idle around. So these are, understand the 6 channels of dissipation, of the 6 ways of ruin. What are the 6 ways of ruin? 6 channels of ruin. One is associating with or indulgence in intoxicants. Indulgence in intoxicants. Secondly, gambling. Habits of gambling. Thirdly, loitering in streets. Then, fourthly, frequenting shows. But you don't say, oh, you don't go to cinema, but your habit of watching that box, some people call the idiot box, because when you look at it again and again, really become an idiot. Because why you become an idiot? Because it doesn't teach you to think. You just accept blindly. That's why when somebody tells you of the brand, this is good. Good. Because why? Why good? In the TV one. Show there. The person says good. Good. People don't think now. Just because they look at the advertisement, this is what they do. That's why it is called idiot box somewhere. Make your mind, don't think. And the more you are addicted to this, so you spend many hours. How many hours a day you spend? Calculate. From the time you get back, say, well, I got nothing to do. What? Nothing to do. You see? And then, sleep very late because very good show, very good program tonight. Sleep 11, 12 o'clock. Sleep late and then get up late. And then, I got time now. No time. I want to go to work. No time now. And rush. So no time to eat. No time to eat. When you brush your teeth, eat a little bit Colgate also. And then, when you drink coffee, your mind is already in the car, to start the car already, to heat up the car. When you are in the car, the moment you open your car, your mind is in the office already, opening the door of the office already. When you are in the office, very sleepy already. Your mind is already at home sleeping. Where is the luck going to come in? How is the luck going to come in? The practice of mindfulness. The practice of developing your awareness, whatever you are doing. Whatever you are doing, when you eat well. Eat well does not mean to say eat too much. Eat well means know the balance. Know the balance. Know what is good for you. Do you know that at different times, different days, different food for us? Yeah? Don't think that, one every day, the same thing. Because, why we vary that? Because some days when you take in, you find that, after one day, you have not discharged. You still keep there. Then I have to change my diet now. I give more fiber. So can push it away. So you can balance that. So this is when we observe, when we train our minds to see, we can see what is appropriate, what is good for us for that time. So these are refrain from the 6 causes of ruin, or at least to determine, to understand what are these causes of ruin. Apply and see. Apply to yourself, apply to others, and you see whether it is true or not. Then you can understand the nature of Buddhism, the nature of the Dhamma, the truth, and you can live. When you avoid these causes of ruin and you tread the middle path, that is the real path to peace, to prosperity. When you observe the precepts of non-killing, non-stealing, non-sexual misconduct, non-lying, not taking intoxicants, indulging in intoxicants, then your mind becomes free from remorse, free from guilt, free from regrets. Don't need to regret when you think, I should have done all those things. Now, start. Never mind what you have done. If you have made mistakes, if you have not done the right thing, make the firm determination. From now onwards, don't say, from New Year Day, no need to start from New Year Day. Last time I also do that. No? So I postpone writing the resolution. I postpone thinking. I say, start from the diary, New Year Day, and then I will start. When New Year Day, I say, start from Chinese New Year. And then Chinese New Year come, never mind, start on Vesak Day. Vesak Day is a good day, no? No? See, you keep on postponing. So don't postpone. Start now, so that New Year Day, you have conditioned your mind now that this is what I am going to learn, and this is what I'm going to change my habit. I will start, if I have not been doing these religious practices, I will start doing my religious practice. I will start to sit and meditate every day. If I have done these things before, I shall continue and maintain it again and again. If I have been sitting for half an hour, I shall sit for 45 minutes or 1 hour. If I have been sleeping for 8 hours, now I shall sleep for 7 hours. If I have been sleeping for 7 hours, now I sleep for 6 hours. Like that, train the mind. Then Give your metta every morning, every night. Radiate your loving kindness to all. Purify the environment around you. This is how you can have good luck coming in. This is how the dragon will be smiling at you. You fight and quarrel, and then after that pay a few $100 to bring the dragon in. And and then after that, chase all the bad luck already. What kind of religion, what kind of practice is that? These are blind traditions. People, you can do that, never mind. But understand the real significance of this. People say, burn crackers and pang, 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 all the luck will go out. Oh, not luck, he says, to chase all the devils away. Not only chasing all the devil, you chase all the luck also. No? Peacefully do it. Oh, well, the children want to play a little bit, never mind. So, peacefully. But don't go to the extreme of saying that. So this year, New Year Day, no drinking, no gambling, all these things, then I'm going to meditate. No. And those people who learn Dhamma, they say, Vipassana, very good, so I will do Vipassana on New Year Day. No. Remember where you are. Remember what you, in your day-to-day life, your duties and responsibility. Practice the Dhamma. Give up greed, give up hatred, give up ignorance, but don't give up your duties. Don't give up the duties, responsibility. Perform your duties, carry on your duties as a good mother, as a good father, as a good parent, as a good brother and sister, as a good child. Practice, make others happy, make yourself happy and make others happy too. So, this is a little message for the new year. And whatever wrong that you have done, atone yourselves. In other words, don't be afraid to go and visit your relatives whom you have neglected, whom you have misunderstood. Give them something. If you cannot afford big things, give them small things. If you cannot afford, then at least take some small Dhamma books. We have free booklets here also. Can take, give, and then give good words, kind words. And then this is how you can catch up. If you don't like to go very often, never mind. You can say, Chenichapai. Once a year, visit you, but sometimes once a year, but in your mind, you can be with them. Not once a year. All the time you can send. Every day you can send them your metta. You see? So if you cannot visit, if you cannot go to some place, now you can write. Not write. Now you can send. Fax. You say telegram very expensive, you can send fax. See, you can make others happy. You say, oh, my relative overseas, what can I do? Give them. So, in this way, you can give them happiness. When you give happy, you become happy. When you become happy, you must know what to do with your happiness. What to do with it? Laugh it away. Not laugh it away. Calm down your mind. When your mind is happy, make your mind calm. Then determination, make aspiration, adhitthana, that by all this good action that you have done, then you think that may I be able to overcome suffering. May I be able to help others to overcome their suffering. This kind of aspiration is very good. This is how your karma, you channel all your energies and to some higher way of life, to more spiritual way of life, so that you have higher values of life. So I think this is sufficient. There are many, many more things that I can talk to you about, but you may not be able to remember all of them. So remember little bit, and little by little, year by year, we try to reduce our attachment, our clingings, try to reduce our hatred, anger. Try very quickly to give up all. If people want to make enemies with us, let them do so, but we don't make enemies with them. You see? So, like this. Otherwise, we come back again and again with a lot of enemies, a lot of rivals. So, make friends. Then, important to learn how to respect your elders. Don't neglect. Have gratitude for all your benefactors, all those who have paved the way. If you are successful, they have contributed towards your success. Think of them. Think of your teachers. Think of all of them. Be grateful. And in this manner, you can have very good mind, very good vibration. Determine, resolve, so that you can grow in wisdom, you can grow in compassion. It is with wisdom and compassion your mind will be calm, your mind will be balanced. Then you will be able to live happily amidst conflict, amidst confusion. There may be confusion, there may be wars outside, but still your mind can be free from the conflict. When your mind is strong, when your mind is good, because with a good mind you will see everything is good. If you have a rotten mind, everything appears rotten to you, you see. So determined to have good mind and for long time, so that you can have long life. Wish others long life. That's a very important, because life is very precious. Our human life is very precious. Do not neglect this thing simply because you have lost your money, simply because you have lost your beloved ones, simply because your beloved ones run away because your business has, collapsed. Do not despair. Do not give up. Simply because you cannot get along with others. There are many other beings whom you can befriend. There are many Dhamma brothers and sisters. Simply because you have lost this one girl now going to someone else, boy going out somewhere else, don't despair, don't give up. Don't try to put an end to this life. Cherish this life. Wish one another long life, so that you can come, you can help one another, you can support morally, spiritually, if not even financially. You can support one another. The purpose of having friendship in this life is not only for one life, but from life to life until one attains the final goal of Nibbana, so that when you have attained, you can enlighten others. So, with this, I shall conclude and spend just 5 minutes with all of you, just to calm your mind, to make your mind good. If your mind is already good, let us make it better and best. Keep your body in an upright position and just relax your body. Feel your shoulder joints all relax. Keep your head upright. You may choose to close your eyes or half close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths, breathe in and breathe out. Now, as you breathe in and breathe out, observe the breath as it enters and leaves the nostrils. Breathing in, you can mentally note Boo. Breathing out, mentally note Do. Boo. Do. Put the Buddha in your mind as you breathe in and breathe out. Just become aware of the breath as it enters and leaves your nostrils. Focus your attention around the tip of the nostrils. Breathe in, breathe out naturally. Breathe in, Boo. Breathe out, Do. Boo. Do. You will now bring your attention to your body. As you breathe in and breathe out normally, just relax your body. That may this body be free from ill health, free from sufferings. May it experience calm and peace. In the same manner, you will recall to mind all your religious teachers, if you have any. Wherever they may be, may they too be well and happy. May they be free from ill health, free from sufferings. May they have calm and peace. Now recall to mind of your parents, mother and father, wherever they are now. May they too be free from ill health, free from sufferings. May they have calm and peace. May all our parents be well and happy. Extend your thoughts of loving kindness to all your brothers and sisters and all the other members of your relatives, friends, whoever that comes to your mind. May they be well, may they be happy. Now just breathe in and breathe out normally. As you breathe in and out, just radiate out your thoughts in all the directions, above, below, and all around you. Fill this whole hall with your thoughts of loving kindness. And all who are gathered here, known or unknown to you, seen or unseen, may they all be well, may they be happy, may all be free from ill health, free from sufferings, may all experience calm and peace. Going beyond the confines of this hall, to all the whole monastery, all the surrounding areas, covering the whole of Kuala Lumpur, the whole country, and to as far as your mental vibrations can reach, that may all beings, known or unknown, seen or unseen, may they be well, may they be happy, may they be free from ill health, free from sufferings, free from harm and dangers, may all be well and happy. Bhatu Sabba Mangalang Rakkantu Sabba Devata Sabba Bhutanubhavena Sada Sutti Bhavantu Te Bhatu Sabba Mangalang Rakkantu Sabba Devata Sabba Dhammanubhavena Sada Sutti Bhavantu Te Bhavatu Sabba Mangalang Rakkantu Sabba Devata Sabba Sanghanubhavena Sada Sutti Bhavantu Te. May you all be well and happy. Now slowly return your attention to your body. Take a few deep breaths. Slowly open your eyes. Be wide awake, calm and peaceful. Open your eyes and be wide awake. And mindfully relax yourselves. Relax yourselves. Maintain your calmness. Maintain your calmness. Maintain that peace of mind. When you open your eyes, also maintain the calmness. And try to keep that calm long time and see when you are disturbed and try to come back again. Whenever you are disturbed, breathe in, breathe out and calm again. Then try to go back peacefully at home, try to maintain long time. Then this is how you can learn to have good mind all the time. So, let us all grow old with wisdom.
Buddhism for Beginners course. The purpose of the Buddhism for Beginners course is to impart basic Buddhism to those newcomers who would like to study the Buddhism in a systematic order. And it will begin at 2:30 p.m. on Saturday, 27th of February, and it ends on Sunday at 5 p.m., 28th of February. That is part 1. The part 2 will start in March 12th and 13th of March. So for those who are interested, please kindly obtain your enrollment forms from the counter. It's $20 for the whole session, just to make up for the food, refreshments, and everything prepared. We are limiting the number to 30. Also, we have Buddhism for Intermediate Level, Part 2. And this purpose, aim of this Intermediate Level, Part 2, is to examine the principles, Buddhist principles, and how we apply these Buddhist principles in our daily life. And this course will be based on the book, What Buddhists Believe, written by Venerable Dr. K. Sri Dhammananda. And it will be conducted weekly every Thursday night from 7:45 to 9:45 p.m. The course will start in March, from March to May, and it starts on the 3rd of March. The application forms are ready, and if you are interested in participating in this intermediate level for those who have gone through and you would like to know more how to apply in daily life, please kindly obtain the enrollment forms from the counter as well. Participants are limited to 50. EDP, an Evening of Devotion and Peace, organized by the BMS Youth Section, will be on the 6th of February, and will be held at the Pagoda at 7:45 p.m. And we have invited Brother O. Kim Ling. He will be coming all the way from Malacca to give his message on give happiness a chance. And of course, in this EDP, we have, as usual, the program chanting, and then we have stanzas from the Dhammapada, and also the message, which is by Brother O. Kim Ling, and later reflections and interactions. So if you are free, do kindly come and join us for this EDP, an Evening of Devotion and Peace, on 6th of February at the Pagoda. And of course, if you leave the temple, you'll find that some of the shoes are all placed facing outwards. We are trying to observe a little discipline in the temple, and that is, first of all, when we come into a holy place, we take it as an art of respect for the temple and holy place to place our shoes in order. And we have found that the Japanese who visited us last time, the Risho Kozakai who came, the Japanese, they placed the shoes very neatly and in order, pointing outwards, and we find that it's a very good way of discipline. So we are trying to introduce this in this temple. So we hoped that you'll be able to cooperate with us and also do the same thing, like what the Japanese has done. And it is, I think, a very good way of discipline in the temple as an art of respect also for a holy place. So please don't mind our committees. We have already arranged your shoes in order outside. So we would like to see more of this next week when all of you come in next week into the temple. So with this, may I wish all of you well and happy. Thank you. See you next week.